All right, so we need to write each set in interval notation using the correct order and symbols, sketch the corresponding number line. I'm going to start with the number line. I think that is easier to do interval notation when I can visually see what I'm doing. So we want all real numbers between -4 and 7. So from -4 to 7, we're going to have everything in between. What kind of dots go on at -4 and 7? They open or closed? They're open because it's not equal to, just between. So that's what it looks like. And then if we have an open dot on the number line, what symbol does that mean in interval notation? Parenthesis, -4, comma 7. So we're going from -4 to 7. That is an open circle, so we use a parenthesis. Remember, if it is a closed dot, we will use a bracket, and we'll do some on here that have closed dots. All right, how about number 2, all real numbers less than 5. So I just need 5 on my number line. All real numbers less than 5 is going to go to the left, but what happens at 5? Open or closed? Open, because it does not say including, it just says less than. So we will look at this graph and we will go from left to right. The very farthest thing on the left is -infinity. And -infinity is not an actual value. So you cannot have a bracket for -infinity. You just have the parenthesis. And then it goes all the way to 5, and it's not including 5, so we use parenthesis. You're going to be typing this stuff in Canvas, and I will tell you on Canvas to type this in. You can't type it in infinity. So I did parenthesis, negative, and then I did just OO, like lowercase o's. Okay. And then comma, 5, close parenthesis, no spaces. That's how I typed it in, just double O's. 2 O's. 2 O's. That's what I did. Okay. How about, let's go to number 4. The real numbers less than or equal to -2 or greater than 4. So we've got -2 and 4 on the number line. Less than or equal to gets a closed circle and goes less than. But just greater than 4 gets open. So when we write interval notation, we look, it is going all the way to -infinity, and then it comes and it stops at -2. However, it is including -2, so we use the bracket. Then, what's that thing that goes in between the two pieces called? Union. Good. And if you do have a question, stop me. Raise your hand, yell out, Ms. Criswell. And then it is not equal to 4, so I put a parenthesis, and that 4, it goes all the way to positive infinity from there, and infinities always get parentheses. So to type that in Canvas, the U, just use a capital U. Okay? And then infinities, OO. All right. So I'll give you some time, maybe a couple minutes to work on this. And then we'll move on. Yes? No spaces. Just don't put any spaces at all. Thank you for asking. I'm just trying to keep it consistent throughout the whole year, so no spaces.
And the O's will be
Lowercase. Oh. Yep. It's the closest thing that I could figure out to look like infinity, and I didn't want you to have to write like I and F or something. So, Yes, all right, let me pause this video or stop.